Alright, we're live.
Please. When's it gonna be happening here, Trent?
Oh crap.
That's potatoes.
Right.
Oh.
Alright, we're live now. Me and Pappy here.
Oh, we live now?
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Well, I just got back in from the seminar.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so.
Good. Go on, grandson. Say what you gotta say.
Alright, so. Pretty much all we're going to be doing is you guys going to be asking us questions. If you need to ask anything, just ask. This is for Pappy, me, or Jack. If you want to ask. You got a comment right there. It's Hayden. Hayden's on. Hayden's on. He's watching right now. You got
hello, Hayden. How you doing? This is Pappy from Northern Kentucky. Live in Big Bone, Kentucky. If you
Hayden Malott. Hayden Malott. Not just a random Hayden. It's Hayden Malott.
Oh, Hayden Malott. I just call him Hayden. I'm not going with last names. If you have a question, feel free to answer it. Or if you got the answer, help me out. Now, go ahead and ask a question, Hayden.
Gage said, "Hey, Pappy."
Hey. Is anyone going to have any questions?
If you have a question, just ask.
Need to be answered?
He said, Hayden said, tell him about Eagle Eye.
I believe I was hunting with a young man. That's the time I was hunting with Hayden, I believe. I took him hunting I think it was his first time that he was hunting when a deer was killed, and it was a muzzleloading season. Cold, very cold. We was out in Williamstown. Shot a deer. Oh, matter of fact, my son shot that deer with a 30-30, about 300 yards. And we did not, please get off my antlers, Jack, ass. And we looked for that deer. The only person could find it was Hayden. And that's how he got his little nickname of Eagle Eye, because he picked it right up with no problem. Laying under a cedar tree, buried itself under a log. He wouldn't even have known it was there. Hayden could see it.
Huh.
Good job, Eagle Eye.
Well, that's Eagle Eye right there. Like I said, keep asking Pappy or any of us questions. We're gonna be answering them. We got 7 people on right now. Where's the comments? Hayden said the deer was having a seizure.
In a minute, I'll tell you to come over and answer some questions.
Landon Cook said, "Hey."
Also, guys, I'm a little bit sorry for being a little late.
Oh, Mega House Fishing asked, "What's your advice on winter fishing?"
Winter fishing. I don't know if you're talking about ice fishing. I would think you would be talking about ice fishing. First thing, safety. You always have a rope. You always have a stick. Like a 2x4. When you walk out on the ice, you have a 2x4 with you. And you need really an older adult with you. And don't walk out on the ice unless you know what 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches of ice is safe for kids. But always walk out, have a rope tied to you, and if the ice does break, which I've had it happen to me before, matter of fact, I was young, no one taught me the right way, but if you fall through your 2x4, your board will catch to each side of the ice, and you will be able to hang on and have someone help you with a rope. Never do it by yourself.
Okay.
Please.
Do you think Andrea House asked? Do you think Casey House is the baddest son of a you ever met?
Well, I would think you're saying son of a bitch. Casey is a strange character. I've dealt with him a few times. He's a hard man to figure out. He's quiet sometimes, very quiet. Sometimes he's very active. I don't know if it's an alcohol problem or, but I enjoy his company. I enjoy his company very well. And most children, all the kids do too.
Somebody asked, do you like beer?
Beer, I could do without beer a few minutes in the evening.
In the evening.
Yes, I enjoy my beer. I don't like whiskey, but I do enjoy cold Bud Light. And that's the only beer there is, Bud Light. Thank you.
Landon Cook asked, how do you feel about Mike Cook?
Mike Cook. Another strange character. Mike Cook was... Yeah, that's about all I can say. Nah, I can say a little bit more better than that. Mike Cook's a very good person. He don't mind river fish. As long as he'll eat river fish. And I've never been hunting with him, though, so I've never been out with Mike Cook just with the guys. So I really don't know.
Have you heard the story of when he went hunting the first time?
All right.
No.
Never. I'll tell you.
Oh, Andrea House asked, what do you think of Jackson House?
Oh, jackass. Wow. Huh. That's a very good question. What do I think of Jackass? Old Jack, no, Jack's a very, very nice guy. Very nice kid. He's almost starting to feel like one of my grandsons. Yep. But he's kind of a little bit
hyper.
He's a little slow on catching on my way. But he's starting to really turn around now. Nah, I love him.
Love you too, Pappy.
Hey. Catch that one, baby. Back at you. All my heart.
Oh, we have
all my heart.
We have another. Hey, we have another question.
Yes.
What would win between an eagle and a cobra?
What would be what now?
What would win between an eagle and a cobra?
The eagle would always win.
Why?
Why? Why wouldn't it? The eyes of an eagle. I mean, just think of an eagle. An eagle. I mean, the most beautiful animal, bird in the world. I think it's yeah, it would always win. 100%. I'm new with this, guys. I don't know much about this. I didn't even know about it until about 9:20.
Yeah, guys, keep asking more questions.
Yeah, I gotta scoot back to. Oh,
Tell
yeah,
him about the time. Do you know the story of Michael?
Don't fall again.
yeah. I'm trying to. Last time I was sitting in these chairs, I kind of leaned back a little bit too much and fell backwards. And I'm nervous, you guys. I'm telling you right now. I'm very nervous. I know this is worldwide.
Did you hear what Michael?
I'm like,
Come in here and tell him.
I was telling
Landon Cook says, tell Jack about first time Pappy went hunting.
first time
Jack,
I went hunting.
Pat, I wouldn't know that.
First time. Oh, by the way, this is my granddaughter. She's now. I got her in the hunting now, and she's a very good trapper or tracker. I'm sorry. She tracks good because she's short to the ground. But she's doing pretty good. Lena,
Asking quiz.
Granddaughter, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Okay, now I needed to answer that one question again.
It said.
What was that?
It said hi, granddaughter.
What was that question?
It was about his dad going hunting, Landon's dad.
Whose dad?
Landon Cook's dad, Mike.
Yeah, tell him.
So the first time he went hunting, they shot a deer, right? And he walks up to it, and he
Well,
went
come
with
on over here and tell it,
he went with Jason.
because I don't know about
Yeah, start the
that.
story. Tell
He
everybody.
went with Jason hunting.
Right here in the center, Jack.
He went with Jason
That's why I
hunting.
call you Jackass.
He went with Jason hunting. Hirsch, that's another dad's kid that goes to school. Anyways, so while they were gutting it, guess what he did? While they were gutting the deer, right when he walked up to it and saw him gutting it,
And a lot of people might puke.
he puked.
Get it,
He
puke.
puked all over the
See,
deer.
that's all right up here. First thing you do is always check the wind, find out which way the wind's blowing, and gut your deer with the wind blowing away from you. And when you first open it up, step back. The gas is going to let out of it. If you're hanging over top of it and the gas comes up in your face and you breathe it, you're going to breathe it for a while. And the next thing you know, you go home and take a shower and you're all clean. Well, that night in bed, you're going to fart a few times. And I'll tell you what your fart's going to smell like. That gas that came out of that deer that you breathed down, it's going to be like nasty. And the wives won't like it at all.
Something dead.
All right.
Andreas.
Hayden said, "How do you feel about him?"
How do I feel about Hayden? Well, how you want me to feel about you, Hayden? I think you're a very good kid. I think you work hard on doing what you want to do. If you're anything like my grandson, you don't work hard enough for what needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to knock that. I mean, you're a good guy. And you, Hayden, I love you. I love you like I'm your pappy, buddy.
What's the somebody asked, what's the biggest deer you ever killed?
Biggest deer I ever killed. Oh, I've got some racks laying around. I mean, oh, right here. I'll tell you what. This is the one I didn't get mounted.
You don't like this.
I should have got this deer mounted. Watch your eyes, guys.
Move, Addison.
This was a.
Addison, get off of his lap.
I mean, I've got a lot of deer like this that should have been mounted. I use them for rattling. Bring in the big bucks. Big bucks, big rattles, big horns. Bring in big bucks.
All right.
But no,
Gonna hurt somebody.
I've killed a lot of deer. I mean, deer hunting was hunting. Period. I'll tell you guys. I'm 59 years old. I started hunting when I was about 10, and there was no deer. There just wasn't no deer. You wouldn't see deer. We'd go out. We'd kill 20, 30 rabbits, turn back around. That'd be in the morning. You go from the morning until noon, mainly when the frost is on the ground. Them dogs can really hold that scent. And then after that, you know, you go home, eat, go back out that evening, you'd kill another 20 rabbits. Well, here in northern Kentucky now, since they turned the coyotes loose and all the bullshit, and sprayed all that weed killer up and down the damn side of the roads, the rabbits eat that, and everybody plants fescue. That's why you see rabbits in subdivision. You got clover, you have better grass. Fescue, if they eat fescue, they cannot have young. Rabbits will not have young. It scars them up. It's a sharp blade grass. It's no good. But I had a great time hunting rabbits. I didn't start killing deer until split season. That's when you have a weekend in November and a week in December. Just 2 weekends. But I can get back to that story someday. And I have no problem to tell you about some good times I had about that. Well, that made sense, didn't it, guys? Back at you.
Somebody said, have you ever had to deal with a deer your grandson gut shot?
Maybe 60%.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that, Trenton.
No, yeah, because I didn't gut him.
No, he didn't. No, he ain't gut shot that many deer. Probably about
2.
3.
2.
Maybe 2. I'm thinking 3. He's killed a lot of deer. Trenton, I don't know. He's up to like 18. I mean,
20.
Or 20. I mean, that's a lot of deer for. He just turned 14. Hey, everybody wish happy birthday to Trenton. Yesterday was his birthday. 14 years old now, and his voice is starting to change. He's turning into a real man. Hopefully he can follow me in my
Okay, next
footsteps.
question. What is the worst fight you got in? Back from Landon Cook.
Like I said, man, I've said it once, I've said it twice. I'm more of a lover than a fighter. You cannot tell that by the scars on my head. I've got a lot of scars on my head. I've been in some hit with beer bottles. I've been hit with everything you can think of. But I can't just pick one out. I've had so many damn knockout dragouts in my life. I can't pick one out.
All right.
I get in a fight, I'm not going to lose a fight. And
Okay.
some of the guys have been big.
All right. We have another question. What is the biggest deer you ever killed? My biggest deer I've ever killed was 142 inches. It was a 9-pointer. That was 2 years ago. Pappy, what's the biggest deer you ever killed? You said this, I think.
I think mine was a 156. 156, and I have probably got, I don't know, 40 of them in 150s. I mean, I have passed the 200 record on deer, or 300, maybe even 4. I don't know. I've killed a lot of deer, but you need to hunt safely, and you need to start managing these deer. If you got a good place to hunt, you want to manage your deer.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out and just shoot a deer because it's a deer. I mean, if you got something that's been around, you tell the buck is maybe a 4-year-old or something, big body, just, yeah, get rid of him if he's a 4 or 6 point.
Luke Shulkers asked, have you ever had a deer with white or different color hooves?
Yes, a few times. I've had them white up white hoofs. It's very neat looking. I had one of my sons shot a deer down off of by Camp Furnace, the big hollow down on Camp Furnace. We was off of by Howe Road or something, and it was all white except maybe patches of gray, about the size of a football on it. It had 3 or 4 of them. But they shot it so far back down there, I couldn't even get my 4-wheeler. I made them drag it out, and they messed up the hide. But yeah, I've killed quite a few deer that's got white hoofs. The hoofs they're very weird looking. Yes, I have. Thank you, buddy. That was a good question.
Keep asking questions, guys. Let's see here. Blake Folky said, "What's up, Pappy?"
Who did?
Blake.
What's up with you? I mean, I tell you, we just cooked fish tonight. Got an air fryer. You don't have to deep fry them, but you can still make them crispy. They turn out real good. We had some bass, bluegills, and a few crappie. It was fairly tasty. Matter of fact, with Jack, Trenton, and granddaughter, I don't know, probably 8. There's probably 30 pieces. Matter of fact, granddaughter is getting fish out right now. You have a good night, buddy. Good answer.
Have you ever seen a half albino, half regular deer? Yeah,
Yes.
Me and Pappy seen one up the road a little ways from here.
We had, they was twins. The ones we was looking at, they was,
That's what.
we was driving down towards Rabbit Hash. And out there in that field, I wasn't in the woods at the time. But we was taking a ride, just looking. And, there was a doe standing out there, looked like a regular deer, and then there was 2 white ones with just a couple brown spots on it, and it was jumping at this deer. Well, at this time, I thought it was dogs. I started beeping the horn, honking the horn and things, trying to scare the dogs off. Well, they wasn't dogs. They was her twins, and they was mainly white. They was down towards the power plant, heading towards Rabbit Hash. But yes, I have seen those.
Alright, let's see what we got. Let's try another comment.
Need to give me.
Gage asked, how do you feel about Gage? Oh my gosh.
Oh, look out! Man, when you asked me about Gage, ooh,
Spilled beer all over me.
shit, Gage is my buddy. Gage is my buddy. Gage and Little Man. Yeah, Little Man's a good guy too now. Case, yeah, I like Case a lot too. I love you both. Hey, any kids that tries, like Case, hell of a guy. Case, I'll tell you right now.
He's not. I don't even think he's watching this, but
You better keep your eyes off my granddaughter, boy.
all right.
And Gage, you keep it up, man.
Here, Allie.
I like the way you put your stuff to everything.
Okay, that made no sense. Whatever. Next question.
No, he tries hard at everything he does. Is what I'm trying to say, Trenton.
All right.
Next
I
question.
mean, yeah, I don't make sense on a lot of shit.
Have you ever
I'm
got
just an old
Okay.
hillbilly.
Okay. Next question is.
Have you ever got?
No. Have you ever got attacked by an animal?
Oh,
Atlantic.
shit. Well, I'll tell you a story right now, and this is honest to God's truth. This is back in split season. This was in like a December. I was kind of new at hunting deer. I don't know, I was probably 18, 19 years old. Down in Owlington. And we was always going to this one spot that a friend of mine said he had permission to hunt. We didn't really have permission to hunt. We just go down there and camp and hunt. And he wasn't allowed to shoot does, only bucks. And I got in the woods way too early. I got in the woods about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I sprayed this I used a whole bottle of doe and heat. I mean, I sprayed it around my tree. I sprayed it on my feet. I sprayed it on every branch around me. Well, right before daylight, I had this deer snorting, stomping, and running around the tree that I was at. And it was a great big oak, and I couldn't climb that son of a gun. That son of a bitch.
I gotta stop him.
And I'll tell you what, it got so close when it was breathing. I mean, it felt like it was only within 10 yards from me. I was running around the tree. When I'd hear it on one side, I'd run around the other side. And I got a shot at that deer the next day, I believe. And Bob Langan jumped out, left his car and drive. I was not able to hit the deer. We only had slugs. And a lady shot it on the other side of the road, and it was a 22 pointer. It was nice as hell. But thank you.
All right.
That's the animal we gotta take off.
Next question is: have you ever been sprayed by a skunk?
Yes. I don't know what you all know. There used to be a drive-in called Florence Drive-In up there off the Turfway, and I lived right there in them apartments. And me and a buddy always set traps out there. Well, almost all of our traps was full of skunks. I mean, people throwing their popcorns out the window and this and that, the food. The place was covered with skunks. But yeah, I've been sprayed. I've took tomato baths. I've done everything. Tomato juice. Got in a tub with tomato juice and laid there. Yeah, I've done all that.
All right. Next question is: have you ever been noodling?
Yes. Yes. I know where one hole is right now that you can probably get a catfish out of. It's down here at the old marina. If you're familiar with the marina, it's called, it was Trixie's, now it's Whether or Not. If you go down there and if you get out off the boat or something, swim over in the first hollow, the first little cove to your right, you get up there and there's a rock ledge there. You start feeling down that rock ledge there, and you'll find a hole with it. There'll be a catfish in there, yes. And it's fun, but I'm too old for that shit now.
Did you read the one? Scroll.
All right. Let's see what else we got here.
Matthew, hand me a beer, will you?
Read that one.
Have you ever?
Matthew, no. That's
Hey,
granddaughter's
Hey, have you ever killed a coyote?
Oh, yes. Granddaughter, excuse me 1 minute. Sorry, Matt Trenton. You get your fish out, honey?
Come on.
Okay, that was a little fish.
Come on.
Yes, I killed a coyote when they first turned him loose. I killed one. Had him mounted. It was 55-pound male coyote. I had him mounted and things. People that mounted him in a sitting position with his mouth closed and things. And I set him around the house and everything, and everybody started asking me, what'd you do, get your dog mounted? Well, I heard enough of that shit, so I sold it. After I sold it, about 6 years later, I found it in a store right up the street here. It used to be called Beaver Lick Trading Post. But yeah, I've shot other coyotes. I killed one that was in the air, reaching up and grabbing a turkey. And it was the coolest shit while I was turkey hunting. I've turned and shot it and killed that. I've killed a few, yes. And I say, hey, all of you, shoot the damn coyotes. They're killing our deer population. They're killing the turkey population. Shoot the son of a bitches. Rabbits, shoot the son of a bitches. Kill the coyotes. Matter of fact, anybody wants to go coyote hunting, call me. I will go. I got coyote calls. I want to kill them son of a bitches. I'm sick of them.
All right, all
I
right.
hate coyotes, I'm guessing.
Somebody says go rabbit hunting. We're gonna try to go to. We might try to go tomorrow. Let's see. We got.
We have 4 beagles.
Keep going if you want to.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught? That's somebody. Blake Folky asked.
That's been a catfish.
Charlie?
That was a catfish, and it probably weighed. I think he weighed like 36 pounds. That was on a rock. No, take that back. Salmon fishing up in Michigan. I caught you go up there and you can hook into a fish, and you might fight a fish for 2 hours. But yeah, I probably caught a couple that was up in the 40 pounders. But that was in Michigan. Around here, catfish is a 30-some pound catfish. But now I've caught bigger ones on bush lines. Bush line's something you tie from a branch, a good green branch. When the fish grabs it, it goes with it, and he lets off. It pulls itself back up. He hooks himself, and he's got a green branch, and he just swims back and forth, and he just wears himself out. You go back and check it out, pull him out, he's worn out. Easy fishing, but it's fun.
Alright, somebody said buy a dirt bike. I have a dirt bike actually, or a 4-wheeler, and we have like 4 4-wheelers, so I'll be doing another video of me riding my dirt bike and my 4-wheeler and stuff.
Keep going, go.
Luke Shulkers asked, does Pappy know who I am? You know who Luke Shulkers is?
Yes, I do. I really didn't get to meet you a whole lot. I ain't done no hunting with you. But yes, I've met you before. Seemed like a hell of a nice guy.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Try and get them antlers on.
Can Pappy take me out to get my first deer? Yeah, Landon, we'll get you your first deer.
Landon, you got it.
Blake Folky asked, have you ever killed a bear?
No, I've tracked them. I tracked a bear back in the 70s. We were really looking on deer trails, and we came around a truck. We came on some tracks. It was about like this, but it had like inch claws out in front of them. And I've got a thing on Channel 19 News. I still have the tape. My granddaughter Lana was with me. We was out looking for a bear. There was a bear. Them bears can get on them. They can get on like a barge that's coming from Tennessee or whatever, and they're black, and they can lay in that cold, and you can't see them that good. And you know, they can ride for days up that river until somebody goes walking around that barge, and they'll jump off, they'll swim over, and they'll be there. I mean, there's bears around, trust me.
Okay.
So be careful, boys.
Somebody asked, were you ever in the military?
No. I shot myself in the foot. I wasn't able to join. I'm going to bring granddaughter into this picture. She might be able to answer some of these questions if they're easy.
No.
She's a pretty good hunter.
Never killed
and
anything.
A beautiful girl.
Okay.
Does anybody have a question for granddaughter?
No, nobody has a question. Hayden said that he's playing basketball right now. He can't really come down, but as soon as he's done, he's coming down.
Hell, Hayden, play hard, buddy. Win. Give it all.
Come
Now, please get your fingers out of your mouth.
Okay, let's
Are you
see.
gonna eat this?
Yeah.
So Luke said, what about this party this summer?
I have no problem with the party this summer, but I want to let you boys know
Honest day working.
it's going to be work too. It's time for you boys to learn how to work. I don't think you boys got a work ethic yet.
I'm out there every day counting
I
tobacco.
think you boys need to learn how to work a little bit. Maybe teach you all how to use post holes. We might turn this party into like contest. Let's see who can. Trent, leave my granddaughter alone. Let's see who can dig the deepest hole with post hole diggers, and they'll win a prize.
Hayden said, if we make it to the championship, you have to come.
What sport are you playing?
That was
Granddaughter. No, there's a question for granddaughter.
What sport are you playing?
not any right now.
Okay, don't talk like that.
No, talk right.
What would happen? Tell him about it.
Trent, if there's a question for granddaughter, I want you to let her
I want
answer.
to go ahead before keep asking some more questions, guys. Luke said, how old is Pappy?
My birthday was January the 5th, 1959. How old am I? I'm 59 years old, and I feel like a spring chicken. I feel like I'm about 17. I am ready to go run deer down. I'm ready to party, boys. I'm ready to party. I'm just in the prime of my life. This thing right here makes me in the prime of my life.
Okay, what is the biggest animal you ever killed?
That was a big ass buck. Hell, that buck I shot this year had a 32-inch neck on him. 32-inch neck. But, yeah, I mean, it was the deer. It was the biggest animal. One rabbit I shot weighed 200 and some pounds, but that don't count.
Wait, a rabbit?
Yeah, that was back in the 70s when the rabbits
You
really
killed a
got
200-pound rabbit?
big. Rabbits used to get big.
200 pounder, actually, that's a shallow rabbit. Somebody asked, do you know karate?
Hey! Holy shit! I just busted the damn table. Yeah, I guess I might know a little bit of karate. Table's busted.
Would you like to show some moves? Would you like to show some moves?
If you want me to, they want me to show some moves?
If you guys want Pappy to show some of his karate moves, leave a comment saying yes. If so. What?
Magic, hand me some paper towels.
It was right there.
Madison, move. Alright, so everybody wants to see your karate moves.
Oh, you can stay right there where you was at, Trenton.
Yeah, you can't see right here. You gotta stand up and show the karate moves.
I can.
Alright, go back there. Don't fall this time.
This is introducing you. This is when you rip a heart out. You give everything you got. You step into it with your fingers. You have to have calluses on the end of your fingers. And it's, you want me to go in slow? I'll go in slow motion. It's like, wow, bam. That's slow motion. Fast motion.
Fast motion.
Ha!
Oh.
Ha! 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 Ah! Bam!
dang, that was fast.
I could show you a little bit more if I wasn't in my tight jeans.
All right, let's get back in our spots.
You don't think Granddaughter, you step away a minute. Granddaughter, step away a minute. I didn't scare none of you young ones, did I? Huh? I didn't show you where I could tear a juggler out. I could tear a juggler out within 2 seconds. One twist. Ha! Whoop.
All right, so
I can take a juggler out, make grunt calls out of them.
somebody asked, have you played any sports?
Yes. I always liked baseball and basketball. I was a basketball and baseball guy.
Someone also asked, how many states have you been to?
Please?
How many states have you been to? That's what someone
How many what?
States.
How many states?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what states have you been to?
I don't know. I've been up into Wisconsin. I've been to south of Florida.
You've not been South Florida. That's like Cuba.
Florida is south. South Florida.
Oh, it's just South.
Florida
of
from here is south.
Oh, you said South.
Hey. Boy, did you see some of my shit I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want some of that whip ass on you?
Huh?
Yeah, you want to live?
Yeah. What is the craziest thing that you've ever done?
Ooh. I can't remember too many things I ain't done that's crazy. Wasn't crazy. Most of my life's been crazy. Yes. About everything I've done's been crazy. Oh. I guess one of them was when I got that ankle, when I was young. I'm going to tell you all, because this is something stupid that Hayden might do, or some of you guys, man. I was showing off at a party at Boone Air.
Yeah.
Bunch of girls hanging out. I was showing off. They had a diving board. Well, I kept jumping, seeing how high I could go on it. I mean, I was really getting up there. But there was one little trick. The swimming pool didn't have water in it. Well, I jumped up there and I gave it one of this, trying to get my balance back to hit that. Well, guess what? I missed the diving board. I went down to the 10-foot section, landed on my ankle sideways, broke the son of a bitch in half. Some of the bitches had put plate in there and a screw. As a matter of fact, I still got it. And I was supposed to have it took out a year later. But I figured, hell, when I die, my junk price will be pretty high. You can junk me instead of bury me.
Alright. What's your favorite beer?
My favorite what?
Beer.
Right there. The blue with the white label says Bud Light. And I do the Bud Light because it keeps me thin. It keeps me looking good. I mean,
How many,
it keeps me thin and trim.
how much weight do you think you get bench press right now? I mean, you're looking pretty.
Well, right up in here?
Bench press.
Probably right now, I ain't gonna say too much. Probably 3 1/4.
300?
325 pounds, yes.
That's
What about just like,
Curling?
yeah.
That's where I'm got the big shoulders. I'm always curling. Now, one time I had a big old chest with muscle titties. Now they're starting to sag. I'm gonna have to buy a
Still
bra.
can,
But I could curl probably 150.
wow.
Hell, hey, I'm 59 years old. What the hell can you do at 59? You probably want to be able to wipe your ass. Either can you, Jack. Matter of fact, I heard you can't wipe your ass now.
No, I can. I just don't choose to sometimes.
Huh?
I said I can.
You can, but you don't choose to?
Sometimes.
That's disgusting.
Ooh.
Alright, have you ever killed a red fox?
Yes. Killed a red fox, skinned it out, had a peach tree in the yard. Peach tree's got a very good bark on it. I take it out there every day and I just work it a little bit. When I was done with that damn thing, it was a soft leather. Matter of fact, I used it I laid it on a table for a table piece. I mean, it turned out really nice. That's why I'm about ready to get Trenton. Turned out really nice. But yes, I have. I've killed more than one. Thank you for that question.
That question.
My answer
Look at
was,
the time.
what time is it?
We've
No,
been doing
it's
it
30.
46 minutes.
Wow.
That's pretty quick.
Guys, I like the way y'all stuck with me. I must be your friend for y'all to hang out with me this long. I mean, that's incredible. I didn't even think I had any friends.
About
Son of a
Jason.
bitch. I got two friends. I was trying to make three. I was trying to make Casey my friend. And
Casey's your friend.
I don't know what the hell happened there. He's still my buddy. I think next time I see him, I'm just gonna get a big hug and a big kiss, big old bear hug, big bear.
All
Some
right.
of Casey.
Is it, Hayden said, tell them about the time you got electrocuted at Laura Lake from the battery. Like, your hand got melted to the...
Man, I've been shocked so many damn times. I mean, I was standing in the water. I was in a hurry. I might have had a few of these too many. Right there. And my wrench, it was a brand new battery. I mean, it had some jolt to it. And I reached over and I was turning it and I hit the positive and the negative together, which don't ever do that. Don't hit your positive, your plus, and your minus together. I mean, at the same time. Well, and I was in the water, so I mean, it burnt me. It burnt my damn, it put blisters on me, but shit, to me that wasn't nothing. I mean, I've done a hell of a lot more than that.
Time you flipped to 55.
How when you swallow the
Um,
cigarette?
Huh?
When you swallow the cigarette?
Oh,
somebody asked, do you feel pain?
No. I haven't. No. I can't say I am. There's some people I know that's doing some painting.
Do you feel pain?
Oh, do I feel pain? I thought you said paint. Do I feel pain? I don't even think of pain. Pain's normal. If I don't feel pain, I'm having a bad day, people. Hell yes. If I don't have any pain, something's wrong. I must be ready to die. I'm dying if I don't have no pain. I better have some pain every day.
You have pain right now.
As we're talking right now, my back hurts like a son of a bitch.
Alright.
Time you swallow the cigarette.
Somebody asked, how tough are you?
I said this once before.
Yeah.
Toughness don't really matter. I mean, I'm probably the tough son of a bitch that you ever met. I can eat glass.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm a tough son of a bitch. I mean, if you want, you can watch me choke his ass and just bite his head off. I mean,
Okay,
toughness
so,
ain't everything. It's being cool and getting along with people.
Maybe you put out 3 seconds.
alright, So ask these. If you guys have any last questions, we're gonna be on here for
I'm
about
kind of important.
I have a
couple
question.
more minutes.
I have a question. Hey, Pappy, tell them about the time you swallowed a cigarette on the seat.
I have to tell you about that time I ate that fish.
Hold on. Somebody asked, when are you posting again? I'll probably post tomorrow or Monday.
Oh, we just set the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you guys, I love you all. My heart is so deep with love. I love y'all. I mean, the son of a bitches, what they do for me is so great. I mean, I've got some. Trenton's friends are the best fellas I've ever ran into.
Well, thanks, Pappy.
Well, I got one problem with Jackass, but I'll turn him around. Come on over here, Jack. Get over here.
Is this my car?